Lucy here with another episode of Keto in the Car, except as you can see, I'm not in my car. And the reason for that is it's Queen's birthday public holiday in Melbourne. So I'm not actually going to work. So no queue for Keto in the Car with my seatbelt and my little reminder thing that holds my phone. Um, and I guess I'm also trying to work out this new habit of mine of doing keto in the car. I am committed to doing it every day. Now, one of the things I'm thinking is that because I do it in the car, I often get in the car at different times, and I'm wanting to get a time that suits you guys. So I'm thinking if I get in the car every day at 8 a.m., then I'll do my lives at 8 o'clock. And that way, every morning at 8 o'clock, you have a little dose of Lucy. I don't know if that's a good start or a bad start to your day, but just to try and get some consistency for me, because as you know, I love habit change, and the key to habit change is consistency and being persistent. So I'm persistent in trying to get a habit that works for you and for me, and trying to get a point where it's actually valuable, that people are engaging. There's no point me just, blabbing on to myself. So if you're watching this now, pop a comment in and tell me whether you would prefer, say, 8 a.m. every weekday, or I'd have to kind of do it more evenings, because my work days can be really chaotic, and, I can't guarantee a lot. Like I'm thinking, I could do it at lunchtime. Well, sometimes I'm working through lunch. The other day I had no lunch. So just let me know what you think. I'm thinking 8 a.m. every day. It's 5 minutes of me going blah, 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 blah. Oh, I can see you all. Hi, Colleen, Brooke, Denise, Clara. Hi, lovelies. Now, this week I have a series. I like to do a little series. So we've done the habit change series. This week I'm back to my grassroots of keto in the car, and I'm talking about insulin this week. So insulin, just to remind everybody, insulin is a hormone made by the pancreas. Its main job is to move glucose from our blood into our muscles, where our muscles can then use it for fuel. And it really, our body really wants our blood sugar to be roughly between 4 and 6. So once it goes over 6, insulin will come out and go, rightio, let's move along, fellas, and it'll pump out a whole truckload. Now, for some people who are really insulin resistant, their pancreas is really looking after them by pumping out buckets of it, because glucose in our blood is toxic. It's toxic to all our cells. That's why people with diabetes that's uncontrolled end up with vascular disease and neuropathies and all of that, because of high blood glucose. So I always love it when people go, oh, but it's natural. Yeah, it's still toxic. Too much of anything is toxic. Too much glucose, too much oxygen. Anyway, I'm digressing. So remember, your pancreas is helping you by producing all this insulin to keep your blood sugar low. The problem, insulin then has other effects. So insulin, fat storage hormone. So when you're carrying a lot of weight, particularly around your belly, you are likely to have too much insulin, so your body is in permanent fat storage, which means that any fuel that you ingest, bang, straight into the fat storage compartment, and you can't get it back. Because why would your body give you back something when you've got high storage hormone? Now, there's a whole heap of other things, and that's what we're going to be talking about this week, that insulin does, aside from monitoring our glucose and storing our fat. Really interesting and really important to understand why I'm always banging on about getting that insulin low. Again, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. And I can tell you, too much insulin, raft of problems. Now, I'm not saying this because I want to frighten you into action. I'm saying this so that you know, so that you're empowered, and then you can make choices, because a lot of people have no idea. A lot of doctors have no idea about insulin. Certainly, most people don't know about it. Everyone associates insulin with maybe type 1 diabetes. Most people have heard of that. But for all of us with our very lovely pancreases trying to help us out, too much insulin is not a good thing. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to this little series this week, and I will be seeing you tomorrow, 8 a.m. I think. 8 a.m. seems to work for lots of people. Good. And you know what? If you don't want to get up at 8 a.m. or you're busy, it's fine. There'll be a replay. I've got a little VA in the background who's going to be putting it to YouTube and at least saving it so that we can all access it from whenever we want. All right, that's me. I'm rambling now. Bye, lovelies. Have a wonderful day. If you're in Melbourne, enjoy your day off. I think the weather's a bit shabby, but it is winter, so it's not bad for a winter's day. I'm working on Real Life Momentum. We have a new challenge next month, and I'm just finishing off so that challenge will go to the printers, and then we'll be working away on that. All right, my wonderful women and magnificent men out there, go forth, be well. See you later.